is mom guilt, and why is there not a thing called dad guilt? Hey, it's Frida, and welcome to the first installment of Mom Chat Mondays. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about mom guilt. So I am a stay-at-home mom, but I'm also a full-time working mom. I'm kind of in that hybrid that people call now a work-from-home mom or a work-from-home parent, which means that you basically have a full-time job in the corporate world or whatever, but you also take care of your child during the day. On top of that, I also have to take care of the household and with my husband, of course, but as a mom, you find yourself being the default parent, which means a lot of the responsibility falls on you and the dad is there to help. And it may not always be intentional that way. When moms wake up in the morning, their first thought is, let's get the children ready. What are they gonna eat for breakfast? Etc., etc. When sometimes the dad's first thought in the morning is, let me get ready for myself. It is what it is. Because I'm, along with many other women, are juggling so much during the day, we find ourselves not feeling like we're giving 100% to what we're doing. When I'm working, I'm thinking about my son, I'm thinking about the time I'm not spending with my son, so I'm not fully engaged in what I'm doing. And then when I'm with my son, I'm thinking about all the things I have piling up at work, so I'm not fully engaged there either. So it's like you're constantly being pulled in multiple directions, and you feel like you're not reaching your full potential in either category. For me, my son is the most important thing to me, on top of work, on top of anything else. So my guilt most of the time is with him. Although I am at home with him and I am blessed to have that time with him that a lot of parents don't have because their children are either in daycare or wherever, the guilt never goes away. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom who doesn't also have another full-time job, because being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job in itself, but if you also don't have an additional job, there's also that guilt there, whether you have multiple kids, who gets more time. Women are nurturers, and whether it comes naturally or it is societal pressure that makes us this way, but our natural instinct is to take care of things. And of course there are outliers, as there is in anything. There's probably women who aren't that way, but the majority, I would say, are that way. It is ingrained in us to take care of people and to empathize, so when we feel like something isn't being taken care of, we feel guilt. But what is guilt essentially? It's the feeling of responsibility. Like you are responsible for the happiness or the completion or the whatever of this thing. But have you ever seen a juggler, like in a circus, juggling 8 balls at a time? Each ball is not permanently in the juggler's hand. How long do you think each ball is in that juggler's hand? Maybe a 1/10 of a second. The rest of the time it's in the air, but it's in the air, right? So as women, as mothers, it's not all the time that your child is gonna be here. Not all the time that your work is gonna be here. Not all the time that your household is gonna be here. Sometimes it's gonna be in the air, but the ball is still moving. Is everything still going? There's nothing to feel guilty about. The best thing you can do for every element of your life is to be present, not thinking about where you could be, where you would be, is to be present in the moment. So when you're at work, be at work and enjoy that moment as much as you can. When you're with your kid, be with your kid and enjoy that moment. And when you're doing everything else that you're doing, be present in that moment and enjoy that current ball that you have in your hand. So earlier I asked, why isn't dad guilt a thing? I asked my husband the other day if when he's working he ever feels guilt. He's like, of course I miss my son during the day, but guilt is not something he feels because he knows when he's working, he's doing what needs to be done for his family. But as working moms, aren't you doing the same thing? I think it's because we see ourselves as two different people. A business person, an employee, or whatever this bracket is, and then a mother separately. So we feel like we have to pour into both, but we're really one being. So whether we're over here or whether we're over here, we're doing it for the sole purpose of making our family better. So the next time you're feeling that mom guilt creeping up your neck, just remember, you're a bad and you're doing what needs to be done for your family. There is nothing to feel guilty about. Don't add another ball to your juggle. What you have is enough. So keep juggling, mama, and at the end of the night, put those balls down. Don't think about shoulda, coulda, wouldas. because without the master juggler, where would all the balls be? So until next time, bye, mom friend.